The Book of Proverbs, chapter 23. When thou sittest to eat with a ruler, consider diligently what is before thee, and put thy knife to thy throat, if thou be a man given to the appetite. Be not desirous of his dainty meats, for it is a deceitful meat. Travail not too much to be rich, but cease from thy wisdom. Wilt thou cast thine eyes upon it, which is nothing? For riches taketh her to wings as an eagle, and flieth into the heaven. Eat thou not the bread of him that hath an evil eye, neither desire his dainty meat. For as though he thought it in his heart, so will he say unto thee, Eat and drink, but his heart is not with thee. Thou shalt vomit thy morsel that thou hast eaten, and thou shalt lose thy sweet words. Speak not in the ears of a fool, for he will despise the wisdom of thy words. Remove not the ancient bounds, and enter not into the fields of the fatherless. For he that redeemeth them is mighty, he will defend their cause against thee. Apply thine heart to instruction, and thine ears to the words of knowledge. Withhold not correction from the child. If thou smite him with the rod, he shall not die. Thou shalt smite him with the rod, and shalt deliver his soul from hell. My son, if thine heart be wise, mine heart shall rejoice, and I also, and my reins shall rejoice, when thy lips speak righteous things. Let not thine heart be envious against sinners, but let it be in the fear of the Lord continually. For surely there is an end, and thy hope shall not be cut off. O thou, my son, hear and be wise, and guide thine heart in the way. Keep not company with drunkards, nor with gluttons, for the drunkard and the glutton shall be poor, and the sleeper shall be clothed with rags. Obey thy father that hath begotten thee, and despise not thy mother when she is old. Buy the truth, but sell it not, likewise wisdom, instruction, and understanding. The father of the righteous shall greatly rejoice, and he that begetteth a wise child shall have joy of him. Thy father and thy mother shall be glad, and she that bare thee shall rejoice. My son, give me thine heart, and let thine eyes delight in thy ways. For a whore is as a deep ditch, and a strange woman is a narrow pit. Also she lieth in wait as for a prey, and she increaseth the transgressors among men. To whom is woe? To whom is sorrow? To whom is strife? To whom is murmuring? To whom are wounds without cause? And to whom is the redness of the eyes? Even to them that tarry long at the wine, to them that go and seek mixed wine. Look not thou upon the wine when it is red, and when it showeth his color in the cup, or goeth down pleasantly. In the end thereof it will bite like a serpent, and hurt like a cockatrice. Thine eyes shall look upon strange women, and thy heart shall speak lewd things, and thou shalt be as one that sleepeth in the midst of the sea, and as he that sleepeth in the top of the mast. They have stricken me, thou shalt say, but I was not sick. They have beaten me, but I knew not. When I awoke, therefore will I seek it yet still. Proverbs chapter 24. Be not thou envious against evil men, neither desire to be with them. For their heart imagineth destruction, and their lips speak mischief. Through wisdom is an house built, and with understanding it is established. And by knowledge shall the chambers be filled with all pleasant and precious riches. A wise man is strong, for a man of understanding increaseth his strength. For with counsel thou shalt enterprise thy war, and in the multitude of them that can give counsel is health. Wisdom is high to a fool, therefore he cannot open his mouth in the gate. He that imagineth to do evil, men shall call him an author of wickedness. The wicked thought of a fool is sin, and the scorner is an abomination unto men. If thou be faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. Deliver them that are drawn to death, And wilt thou not preserve them that are led to be slain? If thou say, Behold, we knew it not, he that pondereth hearts, doth not he understand it? And he that keepeth the soul, knoweth he it not? Will he not also recompense every man according to his works? My son, eat honey, for it is good, and the honeycomb, for it is sweet unto thy mouth. So shall the knowledge of wisdom be unto the soul, if thou find it, and there shall be an end, and thine hope shall not be cut off. Lay no weight, O wicked man, against the house of the righteous, and spoil not his resting place. For a just man falleth 7 times, and rise again, but the wicked fall into mischief. Be thou not glad when thine enemy falleth, and let not thine heart rejoice when he stumbleth. Lest the Lord see it, and it displease him, and he turn his wrath from him. Fret not thyself because of the malicious, neither be envious at the wicked. For there shall be none end of plagues to the evil man. The light of the wicked shall be put out. My son, fear the Lord, and the king, and meddle not with them that are seditious. For their destruction shall rise suddenly, and who knoweth the ruin of them both? Also these things pertain to the wise. It is not good to have respect of any person in judgment. He that saith to the wicked, Thou art righteous, him shall the people curse, and the multitude shall abhor him. But to them that rebuke him shall be pleasure, and upon them shall come the blessing of goodness. They shall kiss the lips of him that answereth upright words. Prepare thy work without, and make ready thy things in the field, and after build thine house. Be not a witness against thy neighbor without cause. For wilt thou deceive with thy lips? Say not, I will do to him as he hath done to me. I will recompense every man according to his work. I passed by the field of the slothful, and by the vineyard of the man destitute of understanding. And lo, it was all grown over with thorns, and nettles had covered the face thereof, and the stone wall thereof was broken down. Then I beheld and considered it well. I looked upon it and received instruction. Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep. So thy poverty cometh, as one that travelleth by the way, and thy necessity like an armed man. Proverbs chapter 25. These are also parables of Solomon, which the men of Hezekiah king of Judah copied out. The glory of God is to conceal things secret, but the king's honor is to search out a thing. The heavens in height, and the earth in deepness, and the king's heart can no man search out. Take the dross from the silver, and there shall proceed a vessel for the finer. Take away the wicked from the king, and his throne shall be established in righteousness. Boast not thyself before the king, and stand not in the place of great men. For it is better that it be said unto thee, Come up hither, than thou to be put lower in the presence of the prince, whom thine eyes have seen. Go not forth hastily to strife, lest thou know not what to do in the end thereof, when thy neighbor hath put thee to shame. Debate thy matter with thy neighbor, and discover not the secret of another, lest he that heareth it put thee to shame, and thine infamy do not cease. A word spoken in his place is like apples of gold with pitchers of silver. He that reproveth the wise and the obedient ear is as a golden earring and an ornament of fine gold. As the cold of snow in the time of harvest, so is a faithful messenger to them that send him, for he refresheth the soul of his masters. A man that boasteth of false liberality is like clouds and wind without rain. A prince is pacified by staying of anger, and a soft tongue doth breaketh the bones. If thou hast found honey, eat that is sufficient for thee, lest thou be overfull and vomit it. Withdraw thy foot from thy neighbor's house, lest he be weary of thee and hate thee. A man that beareth false witness against his neighbor is like an hammer and a sword and a sharp arrow. confidence in an unfaithful man in time of trouble is like a broken tooth and a sliding foot. He that taketh away the garment in the cold season is like vinegar poured upon the nitre, or like him that singeth songs to an heavy heart. If he that hateth thee be hungry, give him bread to eat, and if he be thirsty, give him water to drink. For thou shalt lay coals upon his head, and the Lord shall recompense thee. As the north wind driveth away the rain, so doth an angry countenance the slandering tongue. It is better to dwell in the corner of a housetop than with a contentious woman in a wide house. As are the cold waters to a weary soul, so is good news from a far country. A righteous man falling down before the wicked is like a troubled well and a corrupt spring. It is not good to eat much honey, so to search for their own glory is not glory. A man that refraineth not his appetite is like a city which is broken down and without walls.